What's going on? Y'all know what it is. Y'all wouldn't know what time it is. It's your boy TP Square right here. Special edition of the TP Square show right here on GenesisRadio.com. We got a treat for y'all today. We're doing something different, something fresh, new, and exciting right here. Today, what we're doing is we had something special going on up here in the Poconos. You know, we christened a new lodge up here today, so we want to welcome to the family the Pocono Enrichment Lodge #1, and we want to introduce you to the brothers that christened that lodge today.
Good evening, listening audience. My name is Paul Martin, and I am the Sovereign Secretary of Acacia Southern Grand Lodge. And we are here in representatives of today of both Acacia Southern Grand Lodge under the leadership of John Burko, the most puissant Grand Commander, and Burkhead, who is the Sovereign Matron. And we thank you for welcoming us to the great state of Pennsylvania. We're not only here uh, to bring in our new Poconos Enrichment Lodge 001, but we're also here to participate and to support the full day of fun in Unity Day in Dansbury Park. It's going to be held tomorrow, Saturday, August 26th, on 15th Day Street, Strawsbury, Pennsylvania. Of course, they have the music by our wonderful DJ Rudd. And so right now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you a little information about Acacia Southern Grand Lodge and Amani Southern Grand Chapter. Acacia Southern Grand Lodge and Amani Southern Grand Chapter are both 501c3 nonprofit organizations. Our goal is to help individuals in the community, and the individuals who are a part of both lodge and chapter interested in three major goals. One, to increase the quality of life of its members. Two, so members can be better managers over their life. And three, so they can themselves be productive members of community and society. And we hope to bring our services to you. But right now, if you think it'll be all right, I'd like to start with an introduction of all the individuals who have joined me here today to lift up and support all the things that is happening in Pennsylvania. Brother Gary Ward.
Brother Gary Ward, Chief Sovereign, Deputy Grand Master of Acacia. I'm from the great state of Maryland, the Eastern Shore of Salisbury, Maryland. And it's been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure for me being here to help this monumental moment. And I look forward for great things in this area, in the Poconos area. And I can't wait to return again. Brother Brown.
Greetings. Good evening. This is Brother Brown. I just want to welcome the new lodge.
Peggy.
Good evening. My name is Luke Derek Pankey from the Amani Grand Lodge. It's been an honor to just come up here and participate in opening up the lodge and bring hope to the people. And thank you for letting me chair.
So now that we're here, what we hope to do tomorrow is to be available to the community here in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Of course, you will be able to join us and receive more information about both Acacia Southern Grand Lodge and Amani Southern Grand Chapter. And you'll be able to meet our leadership, and we'll be available to you. And if you yourselves like to be a part of our great organizations, you'll be able to receive some literature, and also you'll be able to participate in our raffle, which supports our feeding of the homeless, service in the community, and all other interests as it pertains to the community here and anywhere in the United States. We are joined by many lodges and chapters around America, and I'm sure they will be listening and they will be available to you as well. So thank you so much for inviting us, DJ Rudd, and we want to thank you so much for bringing our services into your community. And again, welcome, Poconos Enrichment Lodge #001 to the Acacia family.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, I'd like to say it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's our pleasure that you all came and healed the brothers up here in Pennsylvania. You know, because over here in the Poconos, we're like the 8th borough of New York. I'm gonna say 8th borough because everybody from somewhere else. So we all up here in the Poconos, and we had a lodge up here, Invictus Lodge, and it kind of fell apart. And we were looking for a Grand Lodge to take us in and heal us and get us back on track. And I just want to say thank you for the brothers that came a long way from Maryland to come up here and to start this lodge, Pocono Enrichment Lodge #1. And we look forward to working with you guys and building this lodge. We look forward to it, and we appreciate everything you guys done and for believing in us. You know, a couple of these brothers I know already, you know, so it's my pleasure. So again, I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome. And welcome.
Yes. So, you know, what else y'all want to talk about? You know,
I mean,
we can talk about anything here now. You know, we passed that. We talk about anything that y'all want to talk about. You know.
So let's talk about the need for the community and for the raising up of good men and good women in the community and where we can start. And it all starts with you, the listener, because it is our community that needs individuals to heal the communities in which they're in. Communities around America, as you've seen on the news and elsewhere, have been destroyed by lawlessness and unstructured and unmanageability. And what we hope to do is not only Masons and Eastern Stars and professionals in our own right, what we hope to do is join with you so we can find out what your community needs to heal, what your community needs in service. And we all can join together as one family under the umbrella of Acacia and Armani to make sure and make certain to keep our youth from hurt, harm, and danger, and to make sure that we find a way out of the dilemmas that our community themselves have gotten with. Well, I'd like to mention that we also have the Rainbow Girls and the Demolay Boys, which these individuals are from the age of 6, I believe, until 18. And what they do is they're under the leadership of some of our Eastern Star and our Masonic brothers, try to find ways to enhance their educational service. We give scholarships, we give outings, and we do other things to make sure that they are led down the right path. Who else is there to lead them? Do you know anybody who wants to manage children? Do you know anybody who wants to take on this big task? And so what we want to do is not take over the parenthood of the kid, but to assist the parents in finding a better way of life.
And also, we cannot not talk about one of our brothers, his passion, our veterans services. My brother Truesdale, I know he gonna see this later on. I gotta make sure I give him a shout out. Veteran services, he's leading it along with our sovereign Grand Master, our most puissant brother Burkhead. You know, I got my guy here, brother Martin. They all veterans, you know, Army, Navy, Marines. We got somebody in the Air Force, some retirees. We got them all. We're here to help, not just our youth, not just our brothers and sisters, but also our veterans. That's what we're here for. We are trying our best to impact every community that we are in to the best of our abilities, but we need the help of each and every individual in that dare said communities to help us be the best versions of ourselves, best versions of our communities, best versions of our organization. Because we here for the rest of our lives, only for a short time. We're trying to make sure that we leave something for the future generation that they'll be able to stand on and use to help them continue to grow, to continue to lead, continue to teach, and keep it going. So while I'm off, wherever I'm going to be, hopefully in heaven, I get to sit back down, look down, and smile, like, yes, I was once a part of that. My brothers, come on, man, y'all gotta say something. Y'all know y'all traveled over from New York.
Yeah, truly, I like to just say, to piggyback on you, I would like to see the community grow a little bit more, and I'd like to do something for it. But sometimes I think that I'm just a lonely army by myself. But my brothers, I feel that we do the best we can in our jurisdiction. But it seems like it's falling on deaf ears. So I just want to make it known that if they see me, because I was a wretch as a child, I was a wretch. But I had a father who was a Mason, and he ruled with an iron fist. So, and he did a little straightening up for me. I never thought I would be a Mason because I really didn't want to follow in his footsteps, you know. But once I found out about Acacia, my whole world has turned around. You know, I feel better about myself. You know, I feel better about my community, even though I try to do the best I can about myself. But as time goes on, you know what I'm saying, I think things will progress a little bit more.
And brother Panky, did you? I forgot to mention, but to piggyback off of what you said, we are a praying jurisdiction. What we do is we gather together in prayer because we understand how prayer changes things.
Yes.
And we're not just relegated to one religion. We're inclusive of all religions, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Muslim, whatever. The only prerequisite that we have is that you believe in something positive, because those positive ways of being follow rules that govern. We govern ourselves accordingly, and we have a positive impact not only on the community but ourselves. And we try to model the behavior and that we wish to see in our communities and cities around the nation. We have in the South, we have great grand lodges in Alabama, New York. We have great like the Maryland, great state of Maryland.
Yeah.
We have our chaplain, which is Brother Young. He reaches out every Monday night, and we join together in prayer, and he takes us through the throne of glory. So, because we understand where two or three are gathered in the name of the grand architect of the universe, that he will be in the midst.
Wow, that's great. That's great. That's a beautiful thing, you know. Because I got to say this, you know, I became a Master Mason back in 1988.
It's actually 87.
87.
Yeah, 87.
Right? It was 87. There you go. I forgot. You know, it's been a long journey for me, you know, and what I think is we have to be more visible. You know, we have to work harder because a lot of people think that we're just a bunch of old guys who like to party and drink. You know, so sometimes we have to change our image. You know what I mean? Because to some people, it's a paradigm shift. They only know what they know. So we have to be out there and be more visible, be more active in the community. Like what we're doing with Unity in the community, we give out book bags. We give out food. We have a food drive here that we give out food, you know, a program we call Everybody Eats. You know, so if you're hungry, you know, you can reach out to us and we will prepare a basket for you that will sustain you for a week or two. You know, and if you guys look, when you come outside, there's a garbage can out there that's filled up with non-perishables, canned goods and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a refrigerator in the back that, you know, we have meat in there. So, you know, we feed the community. We feed people that's in need. You know, so as Master Masons, we have to be more visible. Like I said, it's a paradigm shift. We have to change that image, you know, because we have to be the Joneses that people want to keep up with. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to be the Joneses, you know, and as we always said, it takes one to know one, right?
You do.
And to take one to know one, to be a part of that paradigm shift, you know, we have to stimulate their mind for them to want to ask one to be one.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So if we're out there and we're doing it, like we're going to be out there tomorrow, people are going to see us, you know, whether if we in regalia or not, because like right here, we got brothers from every degree, you know, and it would be a beautiful thing if we could show the different regalia of the different degrees, to these people that's in the park. And what's important, pop culture shapes and molds the minds of the youth, and like here at Genesis Radio, we only play positive music, good stuff, because we want to be a part of the new paradigm shift to shape and mold minds. So when we out there tomorrow, we have a lot of young talent that's going to be on that stage performing, because we want to be the Joneses. We want to be that force to change their mind and change their thinking, and with the brothers out there reaching out and talking to some of these people and being part of the movement, I think collectively we can make a change.
Oh my, man! I mean, you messed me up a little bit, man. I feel like, man. I feel like we done talked. We done been in conversation without ever being in conversation.
How about that?
Oh my! I mean, you touched on things that these brothers can agree. I talk about this a lot. We are. I don't even want to say the future, but we are the future. But we the present. We the past. We are the structure. We are the foundation to our future generations. Because myself, I have a son, just like I know everybody has kids. They watching us.
Absolutely.
Only thing I know how to do is be the best version of me. I have learned in my life, I've been through different things here and there, but what I learned in life and in masonry, that, when I fall, I still got to get back up. But when I get back up, I got to get back up as a different person, as a better person, because I fell. I know how I fell, so I got to make sure I don't make that mistake again. But most importantly, I can't just say, oh man, I'm a Mason and I want everybody to respect me. No, I have to be the best version of Gary Ward first, before they can even look at me as we call brother Gary Ward. Because if I'm a disservice of myself, I'm gonna be a disservice of what? The brotherhood, the Mason. They're not gonna look at me the same thing. I'm like, oh heck, that brother right there, he a Mason. Oh, that's all he wanted to do, but you touched on nothing. It's not about partying no more.
That's right.
That's been a stipulation, or whatever you want to call it, that was given to us by people that was trying to, whatever they was trying to do. When Acacia was formed, we all come from different organizations, different backgrounds, and I believe we've seen a lot of the bad part of masonry, a lot of the opinions of masonry that hurt people, but a lot of people don't know. All they know is we a bunch of people with secrets. They don't know what secrets we have, but I can give you this. The secret we have is we trust the man above, the architect of the universe, and we allow him to govern us accordingly. Use us as his vessel to go forth and do what he needs us to do in the community, shaping, molding, changing, helping, just being a light in a world full of darkness.
That's right.
In a world full of darkness. As long, like they said, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. But this little light of mine, if I get 1,000 brothers shine their little light, we could reach the moon.
That's right.
Reach the moon. So once again, we here. We know it's gonna be something awesome and great that's gonna happen up here in the Poconos, and I'm glad to help be a part of it. We showed out, as they say, but we showed up to be a help to you guys. And I want you to know, Pocono enrichment lives, number one, all we are is a phone call away. All we are is a phone call away. And trust me, I travel like 4.5 hours to get here. I'll do it again.
We truly appreciate that. We really do. We truly appreciate that, because we here and we want to put the work in. That's what we here to work. For the most part, there's a lot of good brothers here, and there's a lot of brothers who walk as Masons but don't even know they're Masons.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They don't even know. They live their life as Masons. They don't even know because they have not seen a Mason in the light that they should see him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, again, they got to ask them to be one.
Yes, sir.
But let's not forget, as the old said, behind every good man, there's a woman. Well, we at Acacia, we changed the narrative. Beside every good man, there's a woman. And so what we have is a great support, and we are a great support to our women. The women of Monty Southern Grand Lodge and partner today in the studio, even if they're not on mic, we have a Southern Grand matron and also a district deputy Charmaine Wright, and both of them, they go around the country building chapters all over, and they themselves personify what it is to be a great woman. And we hope that we can make sure that we don't leave the women out in anything that we do, because we understand that as we support them, they support us, and without them, we are not as good as we can be. And so I just want to make sure that I make mention of them, because we are, as combined, one strength, one unity, and one everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you know, we got some sisters in the house too. They're welcome to join in on this conversation as well.
Yeah. Ladies,
That's right.
ladies. I
Ladies.
got.
Because guess what? Let me tell you.
After I said all that,
Yeah. Y'all got to say something.
Well, what I want to say is, you know, a lot of these young women need role models.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Because we can no longer allow Cardi B to be their role model.
Mm.
You know, we can't do that anymore. They have to see something else. You know what I mean? They have to see something else. So we have to show up and show out, you know, and we have to give them something to look at other than what pop culture showed them. You know, it's not about the bag. You know, it's not about the BBL number 18 and the eyelashes, you know, all that other stuff. Because you know what? Everybody want to go to bed with a porn star, but nobody want to marry one. You know, so somebody need to tell them and show them what it is to be a wife, to be a woman, you know, and the strip club and all that stuff, they need to see something other than that. Because again, pop culture has shaped and molded their minds. And I know this personally because when I worked with Atlantic Records for many years, I was there when they came in and decided that they was going in a different direction with their black music department. And they said all they wanted to see was asses wiggling, titties jiggling, murder, death, kill. And I quit my job that day. You know what I mean? So, and they did this back in the 90s, early 2000s is when they did this. And the first person they gave us was Lil' Kim. You know, they let her slip through, you know, and she began to shape and mold the minds of the young women, you know, and now look where we at. You know, we went from sexualized to slut music. You know what I mean? So that's where we at. So we got one of our sisters that came and sat down here, and she's gonna join the conversation.
Good evening. My name is Ann Burkhead, and I'm the Sovereign Grand Matron over Money Sovereign Grand Chapter. And I just want everyone to know, being young ladies, you come into the Order of the Eastern Star, which is the ladies' side, of which we represent, that you come in as a good person and a good woman, and we strive for you to be a better woman at the end of the day. And we are biblically based. And one of the main things that we start with, we do have what we have as rainbow girls, started at the age of 8 and go to 18 years old. And what we do is we get with those girls and we have projects set up, and we teach them community service and how to do fundraisers and how to mold themselves as young women. There's a lot when it comes to ethics and learn about yourself. Because what I have known with governing over hundreds of women is one thing is that from the upbringing of some, and as well as seeing in the pop culture and different things that have gone on, is a lot of the young ladies feel that they have to be validated. And they feel they have to be validated by someone, whether it's a man, whether it's a thing, whether it's a woman, or fashion, hair, anything, validated. When all they need to know is the only validation you need is what God has for you. It's not any of this material thing or anything that can spruce you up or anything else. You just have to be validated with God, and you have to get into the Word, and you have to be able to walk how God wants you to walk, because we make a lot of mistakes because we want to walk how we want to walk and do how we want to do, and we don't put God first in what we do. So the key to it is putting God first. So when you look at and you want your daughters to grow, we have to mold our daughters growing up to be little girls. We can't put little girls on grown women clothes and have them to walk around and then expect them to be little girls. And so it starts there. It starts with the parents. And with the parents, you have to be able to teach your children. You can't just send them out to school and look for the teachers to teach them, because it starts at home. So in order for us to be better women and for our daughters to grow up and be suitable women for anybody's, say, son, that's a young man that's going to be presentable, our daughters have to have some respect about themselves and where they want to head in life. And I know it's hard because a lot of young ladies there didn't see that growing up. So they just mock what they saw. But it's never too late to change. And that's the main thing everybody needs to know. You never get too old to change your life, to go in the direction in which God wants you to go. And so we will be out on tomorrow. If anyone wants to talk, wants to join, or wants more information about anything, we are definitely here, and we definitely will be looking for ladies in the community that want to make a difference in the community as well.
Well, that's a beautiful thing, because tomorrow, I'm going to pull you all up on that stage, right?
Oh my.
We're going to have a very big professional stage and sound system out there. And I'm going to pull you guys up there, to speak for a couple minutes to the audience, because again, it's a paradigm shift. We have to show people who we are, because everybody heard a story, and they don't know what the truth is. Everything's a mystery to them. We're a secret society as far as they're concerned, right? But they have to see us work, and they have to see that we're approachable.
Yes.
That we are here to help, to be a part of the community. So I don't know who's gonna do it, but y'all gonna figure it out.
Say less. We're gonna make it happen.
Because I got my hands full. I'm running the point. So, I need both of y'all. I need the sisters to go up there and speak out, the brothers to go out there and speak out, because everybody's gonna be watching. So this is a beautiful thing. I mean, this brings me joy, because it's been a while for me, to fellowship with the brothers, and it feels good, man. It feels good because I have sat in every seat in the house. Every seat in the house. And it just feels good. I'm looking forward to, helping this lodge grow. I'm really going to sit back on the sidelines and help Brother Scott manage this lodge. I'm going to help him out as much as I can, and let him govern the lodge. But I'm there for support. Because like I said, I've sat in every seat, so I'm gonna be able to coach him as a past master. And helping everybody along, and I'm looking forward, because I'm gonna be leaning on y'all, because you know what? There's a whole lot of stuff I don't remember that I gotta get a refresher on, but it's all right, So y'all are messed up, because I'm gonna be on y'all on social network. I'm gonna be on them phones, and you know what? Sometimes you just gotta show up, and y'all gonna say, man, what were you doing down here?
I
You know,
can't- hey,
because this is what we do.
yes, it is.
You know, sometimes you just got to show up. You know what I mean? So we know what is that. You know what they say. How good is the the fellowship and dwell together with your brothers in unity, right?
Like that precious oil,
That's right. So that's what we're gonna do. So and I tell everybody to pick up on it before you drop it.
There you go.
You know, and that's what we're gonna do. What you got to say about that, Brother Brown?
Yeah,
Pick
bro,
up
say
on it
something.
before you got it, man. I just can't wait to see you come out tomorrow. Damn, bro.
Tell him, Brother Brown, you one of the main reasons why we here.
Hello.
Nah.
That's right.
I give them
You can't do
roses.
that, yeah.
We give them flowers.
That's
Give
right.
them flowers.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
don't play that.
You know, again, this was my worship master. He brought me into the lodge.
Awesome.
He brought me into the lodge.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a long time ago.
And I want to tell you a story before we go.
Okay.
Brother Terry, he bought my first suit to come into the lodge. And he told me to pass it on. So I passed that suit. I bought a brother in and I bought his suit. You know, and it followed on and followed on. I'm glad you're back in. Welcome, man. I'm glad.
It feels good to be back.
Feels good.
You
Feels
know?
good.
I forgot about that, man.
We forgot about that, right?
He did.
You bought me my first suit.
That's right.
And then I gotta mind you, I was almost, I gotta say with the weight loss, I was about 468 pounds.
That's right.
You believe that? 468 pounds.
That's right. We went to.
Oh man, boy, he
went
said,
to
come
the
on, let's
tuxedo
go to the
shop, Chuck.
tuxedo.
Come on.
You
Yeah.
coming in. I'm gonna bring you in.
That's right.
Bring me in.
Awesome.
And not only think of what he said, I know from the hood. And when I decided to take this walk, right? See, this is what you want to do. Make sure this is what you want to do, right? So you ready? Because my partner was him. My partner, we were all partners. And we used to talk. And when I made the move, like he said, okay. And we finished that long,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Finished that long.
And that long. 87 actually.
Yeah,
87, brother.
87. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's been a long time.
Oh, they got to remember that's Brother Pritchett. That's our sovereign patron.
Yeah.
Our sovereign patron. We gotta get that shout out to him
That's
with,
right.
with his white beard. I like that beard. Man. Shout out, man.
Brother Brian, your story was touching, man. And so I want to make a challenge. If you find a brother tomorrow and you find him worthy to join the Pocono Enrichment Lodge 001, you find him worthy, I will buy him his first suit.
Wow.
I
Wow.
will buy him his
Wow.
first suit. But you have to find him worthy.
Wow. Well, we got a few brothers laying in the wings.
On the spirit of brother Brian.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that started this, or to bring you into the fold. And I think that it's a good gesture to offer this gesture of love to the individual who you see fit. It's just anybody just can't join.
Oh no. Oh no.
Anybody, we just don't call anybody brother. But if you see fit to bring me in love,
You got to be worthy and well qualified.
Yeah. And well recommended.
Well recommended.
Yeah.
You already
Well
know.
recommended, brother. Well recommended.
You already know. We got some young brothers already that want to come in as EAs, but we're gonna vet them a little more,
Let's get it.
It's good. This lodge is gonna grow.
No, you ain't gotta tell me. I already know. I can see it.
This
I can
lodge,
feel it.
this lodge is gonna grow,
Awesome. Awesome.
because sometimes people are watching when you don't realize it,
Mhm.
and when they see the way you move and how you carry yourself and what you do, most people say, you know what, something about them. I want to be like them. I want that, and they'll come around, They won't know what we into, you know. So it's gonna be all right, you know, because I often we have a show here called Sistership, and every now and then they come in and they bring the young women in, and sometimes I'm sitting here engineering the show for them, and they're talking to the young girls, you know. And one time I had to tell them, you know, they were talking about the trials and tribulations they go through, and I had to remind them that everybody has a camera, you know. So whatever you do, somebody's always watching. But I also told them that you have to be careful how you carry yourself, because one thing that you don't realize about men, right? Before a man ever say anything to you as a woman, he done checked you out already. He done saw you. He done figured it out. So either he gonna approach you as a woman, or he gonna say no, she's no good for me. You know, and Dollar, you know, those are my famous five words. She's no good for me. You no good for me. You know what I mean? So I had to explain that to some of these young women, because from a man's perspective, because they don't hear that. You know, they fraternize with each other, you know, and they think they know what men are into or what we like. You know what I mean? All that stuff they do, most men don't like that, but they need to hear that. They need to see that. You know, they need to see women who are women, you know, who are not part of that mess, you know?
Yeah.
So, and just like the young boys need to see men who ain't part of that mess,
Right.
you know, because when they come here,
Mhm.
you know, I had some young men come here last week. I don't know if you saw the video. They came in here throwing their gang signs. I let them come in. I give them my opportunity, because that's my opportunity to talk to them. You know, I ain't afraid of them. And they came in here and they did their shout outs on their deceased boys and brothers and all this other stuff. And they was throwing their gang signs and all that other stuff. I showed it to them afterwards. And I told them, where you want to go, you're not going to get. What you're doing, you got two options. You got the cemetery and prison. That's it. Now y'all can rap and do all this other stuff. You have an opportunity. But the path you're taking is the cemetery or prison, you know. And believe it or not, they were articulate. I could talk to them. They sat out here in that green room out there and they talked to me for over an hour. And I had a great conversation with them. And they're going to come back in here and I'm going to help shape and mold them, because sometimes we have to be the change. You know what I mean? Because most people didn't grow up in a two-parent household. You know, they don't know what it is to be a man. You know, sometimes their mother was the mother and the father, you know, and sometimes their father was an absentee dad, or he was in prison, or he was a gangbanger himself, or whatever, you know. But sometimes we have to step up and talk to them and tell them that, hey, we're men amongst men. You don't have to be that. You know, it's more to life than what you see. You know, so I'm the guy that go out and reach out and touch these young brothers, you know, and tell them, look, we're gonna change it. We're gonna change your image. The first thing I'm gonna do with them, I'm doing a photo shoot with them.
Awesome.
Right? They had their pants hanging off their butt. They were throwing gang signs. They all tattooed it up. They got nappy haircuts and dreads and all this stuff. You know what I'm gonna do with them? They gangbangers hardcore, and they even selling drugs. Right? I'm putting them in tuxedos.
Mm.
All right, I'm dressing them up in tuxedos, and we're gonna do a photo shoot.
Awesome.
You know what? We got that recording studio upstairs. That's the biggest draw for everybody. All these young men. You know, I'm using that to help be the change in their lives, to show them that there's more to life than the streets. Because if you keep doing what you're doing, you got, like you said, you got your shout outs for all your dead brothers, or you're gonna go to jail. You know what I mean? But sometimes we have to be the change. You know what I mean? So we're gonna show them how to be the change.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna step out, because they're gonna be in the park tomorrow. You know, they're gonna be out there because they want to be able to come here and sit behind these microphones and do their little rap songs, and they want to go upstairs and record. You know, as you can see, we have success in the music industry.
See,
You know,
see,
so we here for the community is what I'm mainly getting at. You know, and we ain't afraid to jump in there and talk to the women with the help of the women. You know, because sometimes with this new thing with the Me Too movement, the women's lib, I think has kind of went a little too far to the left. You know, but it is what it is. You know, but collectively we work together. We can help be a part of the paradigm shift to shape and mold these minds and get them right on the right path, the right track. Now that's my 2 cents, and y'all can keep the change.
Man, yeah, I look forward. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So, you know, anybody jump in wherever you want to, you know.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just elated. I'm happy. Energized. This was like a breath of fresh air today, this evening, and I just can't wait. Can't wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
You gonna put me in that environment. I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna try to shine to the best of my ability.
Absolutely.
So, can't wait to see the brothers, the young men, young ladies, and see where we can go. See how we can help this community. I look forward to it with the help of my brothers and my sisters and the leadership. We're gonna do our part.
Okay, that's outstanding. So, with that being said, anybody any parting words while we wrap this up?
I got some housekeeping stuff.
Okay, let's
We raise money through fundraisers and donations, and so in the park tomorrow you'll see us to have some raffle tickets. We're just not on a capital campaign trying to raise funds. We use those funds to do some of the things that you were talking about, to go out in the community and help individuals that are less fortunate, to help those kids who don't have a two-parent household, and we help to do some things and meet the needs or make ends meet, I should say. So if you would be so kind, come to the table. If you only can purchase one raffle ticket, you will see how far that would go to help people, not just in the places where we come from and not just here in the Poconos, but everywhere. And so we try to do our best to meet the need of those in need anywhere and everywhere. So we ask you to give, to support. I think that the first prize on this raffle is $1,000. That's a fabulous prize. And then the second place prize, I believe, is $300. And so we'll have plenty of people there for you to come out to talk to. And even if you can't afford to buy a raffle ticket, just come and say hello. Come and shake our hand. Exchange numbers. We can have a further conversation and a further narrative about the chapters of the Eastern Star and about Masonry and Acacia. There's many out there like us. There's many of us different than us. We may not be the best that ever done it, but we're the best that I know of.
Amen. Amen.
That's all right there. Okay.
Often imitated, but never duplicated.
All right.
But hey, once again, we look forward to being there tomorrow. Being in the community, man. This is what we do. This is what we strive for. This is what energizes us. This is what feeds our soul. Because sometimes it takes moments like this in order for us as brothers and sisters to pour out what's already in us that's just sitting there ready to get out. So tomorrow, I guess we're gonna be pouring out a lot of love, a lot of attention, and a lot of us just running our mouths.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, that microphone. And listen, and if anybody gets shot, we got cordless mics. So we gonna walk up. We can walk up. Y'all don't want to come up there. I'm gonna come bring the mic to you. You know what I mean? So we gonna be ready. So, and I'm just looking forward to it, man.
Awesome.
You know, but I want to thank y'all again for coming here and healing the brothers, you know, and starting this lodge here. You know, we looking forward to it, and we looking forward to growing it. You know, in fact, we won't even have an Easter Star chapter. You know, I mean, talk to Coco. She
She on? Coco. Yeah, Coco. Yeah. All right, awesome.
So they need to get healed too.
All
You know
right,
what I mean?
okay.
So we gonna work that out. You know, it's you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell everybody, if you want to go fast, go alone.
Mm.
You want to go far,
Go with a team.
go with a team.
Yeah,
That's our-
that's our thing. Go with the
You
team.
know, and our mantra is we're better together. You know, and as you'll see that on the banner tomorrow, underneath Unity in the Community, it says we're better together. You know, so that's what it is. So any parting words before we get out of here?
Well, home thing, well, let's keep it simple. If you know the words of prayer, why don't you keep on praying for us, because we pray before we leave.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's outstanding.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. So it was my pleasure. This is a special edition of the TP Square Show right here on Gynesis Radio. And we look forward to getting back to y'all because we're gonna do this again here. You know, this ain't the last time we're gonna get together with the brothers and sisters right here. You know, we reaching 3 million people a month around the world. So, you know, we're gonna be heard. We're gonna say some things, you know, because there is a silent listener out there. You know, it's a silent audience out there that a lot of people don't realize that, you know, how many people we know people who just sit there and don't say nothing. They just absorb things. They don't talk because they shy. They don't want to say nothing. But you'd be surprised, you know, how many people come around and they'll send me a message and say, you know what, y'all talked about this on that day, so and so. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, we did. You know, because there is a silent audience out there who are hungry for good information and knowledge. You know, so as long as we're willing to impart that and share the knowledge with people, it's just a beautiful thing. So we look forward to it, y'all. So with that being said, we're gonna get out of here.
Yes, yes.
And it's been a blessing. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we thank each and every one of y'all. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you.
Right.